Langford has a huge penis.
You know, I didn't know. Back in the newsroom, Steve, you get a call from like Sour Shoes every day. He harasses you and all that stuff. Is that true?
Well, assuming it's him, it sounds like him.
You know what? They put together a tape montage of it. It's unbelievable. You must have gone berserk.
We're talking about 300 phone calls over.
But you know he was doing a phony phone call on you. Did you realize that?
Listen,
you got pranked.
300 times?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you want me to call you 300 times?
No, but you know that's
I've got work
when
to
you're
do.
part of the Howard Stern show. So you just hang up.
No, 300 phone calls. No.
You get listen. If I get a call like that, I just hang up.
300 times, I'll call your place.
Call me,
and
I'll
it'll be
hang up.
fine.
I'll hang up.
Nonsense.
Not in your house. At work.
Well, I'm trying to do work. I can't do work if I got somebody calling me 300 times in a few days.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I can't do it.
Should I play it? Want to hear it?
Be my guest.
All right, here we go. Did you ever hear this, Robin?
No, I haven't.
Here's Sour Shoes, like just fucking relentlessly bothering Steve Langford in the newsroom. Here we go. It's a montage of like, I think this is the past 2 years or something.
Some might call it a prank call.
Right.
Other people might call it harassment and against the law.
Listen to this. Steve, you know what Steve does? He makes the classic mistake of like, I'm going to have you arrested. It's the best, yeah.
The guys, it started out as Sour Shoes, pranking him like 300 times a week, and then Richard and Sal sort of put this together just to annoy Steve.
Oh, okay. All right, let me hear this.
Hello. Hello.
Langford's got a big fat cock.
Sour Shoes again.
Langford.
Imagine over and over and over.
Hello.
But I never saw something that big.
Hello.
Langford's got a big, huge cock. Steve Langford.
Hello.
You know how annoying Sour Shoes can be? Like, Sour Shoes used to follow me around and to do this like on the street wherever I was. And I finally just pulled him aside and said, you fucking stop it. you can go insane from him. And Will, for a while, was getting the Sour Shoes treatment. And he went berserk, too. But Steve does the absolute worst thing by, then he starts lecturing Sour Shoes how he's going to go to jail and everything, and then he turns him on more.
Steve, it's Sour Shoes. Listen, I'm right in the middle of something. Let me call you right back.
Hello.
Oh, my God, I can't talk right now. Can I call you back?
Hello.
Langford's got a huge penis. I want it inside my mouth. Oh,
Hey, Sour.
big, huge penis.
Sour.
Steve Langford's got a huge penis.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are your parents there?
Yeah.
And you know what?
I
In
wanna
the
tell
background,
on you.
yeah, Steve's giving him a serious lecture, and you hear Sour Shoes going, It's just those bizarre noises. It's just.
And I'm sure Sour Shoes is going to get right on putting his father on the phone.
Well, actually, somebody called back.
You know, of course, that's Sour Shoes. You fall for. Just listen.
Want to put them on the phone?
With your monstrous cock, I'm dripping wet.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Put them on the phone.
Oh, my God, Steve, I'm real busy. Can I call you right back?
Put them on.
I was made for love and Steve Langford.
Hello.
I'm Mike's dad. He told me that you wanted me to call you.
And how do I know
You know my
who you
son.
are?
I'm sorry. You know my son. I guess is Sour Shoes.
I see.
My name is Frank.
I see. Well, yes, Frank. How do I know you're Frank?
He told me to call you. He said you wanted to speak to me.
Right. Well,
And of course, it's Sour Shoes. You know, well, they're doing his dad voice.
No,
if you are
it's Frank.
It's Frank.
His father, well, I don't really know whether you are or not, but if you are, he's. Do you know about the phone calls he makes?
I have some idea. I hear some voices coming out of the bedroom, but
In the past couple of weeks, about 300 phone calls to me.
he calls everybody Mr. Langford.
No. If you are Frank, and if you are his father, 300 phone calls.
Come on, that cannot be. Come on.
Well, I don't know whether you're his father or not, but if you are, these phone calls are harassment, and they're against the law.
Okay, how would you like me to resolve this?
Well, get control of the situation. It's against the law.
Oh, well, you know, he's
what?
He's a creative. He's a creative guy.
No, you're not listening. Well, listen, maybe you're not Frank. Don't waste my time. No more phone calls. Hello.
Steve Langford's monster fat penis.
If you can hear me, can you hear me, Sour Shoes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Steve Langford's monster fat penis.
Hey, can you hear me? Well, listen, I just want you to know that I want you to go to jail for this. And I would be happy to work on that. Because you're insistent on committing this crime over and over and over again. I want you to go to jail. Got it?
His cock measures 17.
So, in other words, I can
So
just
annoying.
call forwarding to you?
Yeah, I think he can't find me anyway.
Hey,
I don't even have a phone in my office.
hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Just the guys want you to know. So,
Hey, I'm not saying he's not annoying. It's just funny how you
300
lecture.
phone calls.
But don't sit and lecture the guy.
No, but I can't work.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? You're gonna you only encourage him by lecturing.
Excuse me. Am I supposed to bother you
Hold
all
on,
day
hold
long?
on. Sour Shoes. Stop calling Steve.
well, this is
We're
what
done.
you need to know. That isn't really. It's Sour Shoes, but it's not. In other words, Richard and Sal love to fuck with Steve, so they've been working on this forever.
Oh,
So
you're
that's all
kidding.
pre-recorded
That's
sounds.
why I said at the beginning. It sounded like
Right.
Sour Shoes.
So they were just. I mean, Sour Shoes torments Steve on his own, and then Richard and Sal have been tormenting him in addition to that for
They
2 years.
count No, but Steve, it was
2 years
Sour,
to make
it
that
was
call.
Sour Shoes' voice.
Yeah.
Right. But, like I said, it sounded like.
What is it, Sal?
Howard,
Yes.
what happened? What had happened originally is that me and Richard got Sour Shoes on the phone. We would have to conference Sour and get him on. It was too much work.
Right.
So we let Sour Shoes run the tape for 2 hours, and then we cut it up to make it convenient, and we called Steve 15, 20 times a day.
Are we done with Steve now? Can we
Yeah,
move on?
that's the end of it, Steve.
Yeah.
Now that we
You're
got
off
this
the-
call.
You guys called this your greatest hit. You've been doing this for over, what, 2 years or something?
A long time, yeah.
This took a long time.
I think Jackie used to work here when we started this bit.
Who was Frank? Who was Frank? That was Sour
That's-
Shoes.
No, that was Paul J. Cruz over at the Sirius side.
Oh, yeah.
High pitch mic.
Now it's all coming clear to me because a couple of weeks ago I'm in the newsroom one afternoon, and out of nowhere I hear Steve say, "Why the fuck do I have to put up with this?" He takes the phone and throws it at the ground as hard as he can.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
I was like, "What the fuck?"
Absolutely.
What's going on?
I was like, "Who are you interviewing?"
Mike was our spy, Howard. He would call me and Richard. He goes, "He's at his desk. Call him now."
Oh, that's why the news brief didn't get on the air.
I don't think Peter Jennings has a brain.
They don't know that it's a phony phone call until somebody tells them in their earpiece.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'll just keep going.
Because what it was is the setup was OJ was out on the highway, I guess, and they're following it. And Peter Jennings says, I haven't heard this yet, but Peter Jennings says something like, "Hey, there's a guy, a witness right there. He saw OJ."
No, they're already in the driveway
Yeah.
at this point.
Oh, okay. And he says, I'm OJ's neighbor. But meanwhile, the guy sounds like Steppenfetchit. He goes, "Hello there, Peter Jennings." And he goes, "Now, looky here, I see out the door that..." Now, first of all, where's a guy who sounds like that next door to O.J. Simpson? I mean, use your head.
He might have been in the gardener's cottage.
My father said he was watching it on TV. He says, "This Peter Jennings is a nincompoop." Let's put it on right now.
And it just seems perfectly clear that Cowling wants everybody to be calm.
Right now, Peter Jennings is, letting things
Nobody's whispering anything in Peter's ear.
happen. Right, he's looking Peter, wake up. You look half asleep from that bad eye job. Here we go. Did he have an eye job?
I don't know.
All right, looked like it to me. Peter, wake up. Say something, quick.
I'd ask everybody to be quiet for a moment. We have on the phone with us as well Robert Higgins, who lives in the neighborhood and is on the ground and can see inside the van. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, how are you?
Just about as tense as you are, sir.
Oh, my Lord, this is quite tensive.
What can you see?
Oh, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see O.J. kind of slouching down, looking very, very upset. Now, looky here, he looks very upset. I don't know what he's going to be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting around, just looking like he'd be very nervous.
He's picking his toes.
Like he'd be very nervous.
He's looking like he'd be very nervous. Lordy have mercy. The man him picking his toes and looking very vulnerable. Great googly boogly.
I can't believe it.
Is it possible that Peter Jennings, in his distinguished career, has never spoken to a real black man?
Well, he's Canadian.
Oh, okay. They don't have many. Wait a second.
Can you hear anything, Mr. Higgins?
It's just too much commotion. I'd be in the back of a news van, so I can't really hear that good, but I can see it all. And I see OJ. Man, and he looks scared. And I would be scared because there's cops all deep in this.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
And Baba Booey to y'all.
The driveway of O.J. Simpson's home in Brentwood. Clearly an effort being made to have him come out of the vehicle. In the doorway of the house, his friend, Al Cowling.
Peter, by the way, just for the record, this is Al Michaels. That was a totally farcical call. Lest anybody think that was somebody who was truly across the street. That was not. He said something in code at the end that's indicative of the mentioning of the name of a certain radio talk show host.
Okay, thanks, Al.
So he was not there.
All right, we have them on every coast. Thank you very much.
What did Peter Jennings say?
We have them on every coast.
Code name.
His code name is Baba Booey.
Booey. Yes, it's indicative of some peripheral character, Baba Booey. From the talk show radio host.
Now, hold on there, Mr. Michael. I'll be right with you, Mr. Jennings, because this man is making a terrible statement about my reputation.
Peter, we have to point out that there really are no black people that talk like that anywhere
in the world.
You're a real peckerhead, Peter. This is Al Michaels. I just want to go on the record.
What happened with your kids? Let me tell you, my kids had a father they don't even know. My daughter got married about a year ago. I don't expect to be married, to be called, because after all, we didn't talk. But I want to show you the gall. Now, where they got this gall? No, she goes to Hawaii for a honeymoon. I don't see my daughter in years. She goes by my house in Vegas uninvited when I wasn't there.
Right.
And, they'll arrest you because we have a security.
Right.
And she leaves a pineapple for her father.
Oh.
I said, you go to Hawaii, leave me a pineapple? This is a relationship? You didn't invite me to your wedding, but you leave a pineapple? Not only this, I said to the guy, why didn't you hit her with the pineapple?
Right.
I said, because this is a girl who's a school teacher who's teaching your kids how to have manners when she don't have any herself.
But what happened? Seriously, what happened between? I can't believe you and your son don't
Nothing.
talk.
Where does your son do it?
My son works the Twin Towers. He works in the flower department.
Really?
Yeah. My daughter's a school teacher.
What did he do wrong to end the
I don't know.
relationship?
I don't know what I did. Listen, I'm not a drug. I was never in jail. I never killed nobody. All I had to do, I was told all my life, you must pay your obligations. That's what's my obligations. Pay. So that's what you did. They don't want to know nothing. Give me my money. I got a daughter, 19. I tell you, this kid has brought me more happiness. Really? I am so happy.
Really?
I bite her. I keep hugging and biting because I don't want to get out of my sight.
Right.
Because I feel that I was paid now. The good Lord gave me a shot. And gave me a good wife and gave me a good daughter, and the rest of them can go screw themselves.
Right.
Because I have no like for them, I have no love for them, and you know something? I don't even feel sorry for them.
Who wouldn't want this man as a father?
I don't know.
He's a great father.
I don't know. And here's another thing. I've mentioned.
Can I get you back with your kids? You want me to
call? If you could bring my kids on this show, you got my word. I'll come here, I'll sit down, and I want them to tell me, what did I do so wrong that I got to turn around and I got to be ashamed that I got 2 kids? First of all, they ought to be ashamed. I'm their father, damn it.
Right.
And I'm a hell of a father, and I'm not going to kiss their behind. I don't have to have those children.
Right.
There's a thing called goodbye. Who needs you? You tell me. You show me who said to you that you have to love your children if they're disrespectful to you. My mother and father beat the daylights out of me, but I respected them.
That's right.
You understand? And again, today that's called child abuse. I said, I supported 42 years. It wasn't enough.
Really?
So they give them 1,000, they want 2. You give them 2. This is all there is. I said, listen, you took me to court. I went to court and the judge told you this is what he has to do. I obeyed the rules and regulations. If you don't take me to court and shut your mouth, my 2 kids would have had $1 million apiece. I was going to take out an insurance policy, would have cost me, listen to this, $31,000 a year.
Wow.
That after 20 years, each one would have had $1 million. But you know what she said, the ex-wife?
What?
It's got to be under my name. I said, you know what I'd do? I said, give it to the blind. How dare you?
Well, you know, listen, it's a sad background there with the kids and the whole thing. But Pat, you know, Pat, one thing about Pat, he always will tell you exactly what happened.
Yes.
I don't recognize Pat when he calms down. We go into commercial.
He's a nice guy, calm, quiet.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't go. You want me to calm down?
No.
I'll blow a career here.
No. You're fine the way you are. Pat's son on 260?
No.
All right.
Put him up.
All right. We got Pat Cooper's son.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Now, just relax, Pat.
I'm not. Go ahead.
This is a very exciting moment. All right.
Go ahead.
Now, you say you're Pat's son?
Yes, I am.
I recognize his voice.
That's him.
Yeah.
That is your son.
Hello, Mike.
Hi, Dad. How are you?
Okay.
All right. Now, wait a second. This is a big moment.
Now, you got to ask you. I want you to answer the questions of what Howard Stern's going to ask you, Mike.
Okay.
And listen to me.
Yeah.
You be honest, and whatever on your mind you say.
Okay.
And you're not offending me, because I respect your right to say what you want to say.
All right.
Okay?
Yes.
What went wrong between you and your father? Why are you not talking?
I don't know why other divorced people have divorced parents and they talk together and the fathers still bother with their kids and they're close with their children. Whatever happened between me and my father seemed to happen between my father and the rest of the family also. I can't understand what happened with the relationship between my father and I. I never really knew my father, even growing up. Now, if that was a result of my mother and his problem, that might have been.
Mike, didn't you ask your mother? Why is my father so bad? Don't you ask questions?
Yeah, but
say, why are you put, hold on a minute, Mike, and I'll give you a chance to talk.
Okay.
Why are you putting my father in the toilet, Ma? Let me make my own decisions. I'm an adult now. And I don't dislove you, Mother. I love you dearly. But I must let this man know that he's not wrong, Ma. And if he's my father and I'm proud of him, I want everybody to know it, because my father became successful with only 2 weeks high school, Mother. How bad can this man be? And again, I love you, Ma, but you got to explain this to me, Ma. Why? Why didn't you teach us a little better?
So what do you think? Your son was disrespectful to you?
Huh? Well, no, you ask the question. 13, right. Your mother says I'm a bum. 14, I'm a bum. Now you start to shave.
Right.
Now you start to say, why is this man a bum? He's never, what did he do to hurt me?
Right.
So if I send your mother $40, that's what the judge told me to send.
So maybe,
but
maybe he was afraid to ask you.
Now, you don't be afraid of a man. I'm not going to kill him. I'm not going to shoot him. I'll say, I want to bring my father here. I want to know. I want to know that there's two sides to every story. Hey, if I'm wrong, I have a right to defend myself. Like I gave my son today a right. I says, hey, my kid's got a right to defend himself. Right. And I want him to tell the truth. If they think I'm a skunk, I want to hear them say it. Then I say, okay, if I'm a skunk, tell me why I'm a skunk.
So why is he a skunk?
This is the thing. When you're younger, if
Cop out.
Mother, okay, you said you'd let me talk now. So now it's my turn, right?
Yeah.
If your mother or your family has an influence on you when you're 8 and 9 years old, all right, maybe they did. I don't agree with him saying that they constantly called him a skunk. Yeah, they were aggressive. I heard bad stories on both ends. But when I got older, when I was 15 and 16 years old, then it was up to me to see and to decide where the aggression, where it came from, and what's going on. Is he really a bad guy? I should get to know my father. I should go there. I should see. I should be around him. I want to get to know my father. I don't know who my father is. So what was ever said, I went around to find out about my father. And like every kid at 13 or 14, Daddy, get me this. Daddy, I would like this. Daddy, I would like that. I was a kid then. I always asked my father for things. I wanted to get something from my father that I could say, my dad gave me, or affection, anything. My father made his own impression when I became 15 and 16 on me. Not what my mother said or what my grandmother said or what my aunt said. I'm a 32-year-old man now. I don't have to listen to anything that they say. They don't have any influence on me. It's up to me. It's my
if they had no influence on you, Mike.
I can't get close to my father if the world depended on it because of my father.
Right.
Period. That's what he doesn't seem to understand. Yeah, when he came around, I asked him for a few things. But you show me any other son who never did.
Well, this is kind of sad. You know what it is? Sometimes the kid is...
Sad. That's the thing about it now. It is sad because we're both two men now with no more, kid. I'm not a kid anymore. And
you know what it is? You know what it is? You see how I'm looking at it? They got their juice out of the orange already.
Right.
Now I'm 32. I'm a man. Let's forget about that. And let's forget that you have feelings and that you worried. Let's forget about it. Start new.
But a kid is a victim.
But wait a minute. A kid is
the victim. I understand, Robin.
But a kid's a victim.
Robin,
you know what I mean? I feel like
Everybody's
Oprah.
hurt.
I feel like Oprah, Pat.
I'm Pat's upset about what happened to him. You got to understand that he went through a bad deal there.
Yeah. See, Pat's
and
hurt.
unfortunately, you were
victim of circumstance.
I'm hurt because people come to me that know them and say, how can you be so bad to these kids? They're so good. I said, I'm not saying they're not good, but why am I the bad guy? I'll go and do a show at some damn club or something. I'll always get somebody that says, I live next door to your ex-wife, or live next door to your mother or your father, your sister, and all they got to do is say nothing but nice about you. So wait a minute, what am I doing?
You see that, Robin? But what does that have to do with me? Nothing.
Has a lot to do with you because you stand there, Mike.
How do I know this is going on?
Mike, you make a decision, and you tell these people, whether you hang out with them or not, they're still your family, and you tell your mother, your sister, your uncles, your aunts, or whoever, back off. Don't you embarrass my father, and if you don't like it, he's my father.
How do you
Kiss
know
my
I don't
ruck.
say that?
Kiss
How
my
do you
butt.
know I don't say that?
Because I know you're not the
How
kind
do
of guy
you
to
know?
do that.
How
Because
do
you go which way
you
the
don't
wind
know what
shifts.
kind of guy I am because you haven't been around for 32 years.
That's
You
a
don't
good
know
point.
who I am.
I haven't been around for 32
You
years.
don't know who I am.
Mike, I've
You
been in your
don't know
company
who I
many
am.
times. Yes, I know who you are, Mike.
No, you don't know who I am.
absolutely do.
Well, how do I get you guys
That's
on the right
problem.
track? How do I get you guys on the right
That's
track?
the problem. He doesn't know who I am. He thinks he knows who I am. I'm a changed human being. I change every day.
You
I'm
change
not
every
the same
day.
person that he thinks I was when I was 14 years old. I don't care what they think about my father. It's what I think about my father, not what they think about him.
So you like him, though, right?
I don't dislike him. I never disliked him. But he
It
never
sounds like
gives you a
neither one of
chance.
them knows the other.
So, Pat, how do I resolve this? I get you guys together?
Let's introduce them, Howard.
All right, let me
Know
introduce
each
him.
other.
See, I think your dad's great.
Uh-huh.
I
It's
like
a lot
him.
of fun.
He's a lot of fun. Now you're 32. You guys can party together.
You got to forget all that other stuff.
You gotta drop all the-
Ground zero.
Here's what happened. You know what it is? In a divorce, the mother always bad raps the father.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Tell my father I don't think he realizes that.
I do realize that. I said that earlier.
And then as a kid, you get scared, you get poisoned,
Right.
you start to
You
think.
already have a broken family. If you don't side with your mother, maybe you get put out.
It sounds like your son's a very nice guy. And he doesn't
I'm
look
not
like
saying he's not a nice
He's not looking
guy.
for a handout.
But you see, that was the way it was all the time. Gimme, 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 gimme. Now, let me tell you something.
That was
I'm the
the only
easiest
way
guy
he
to
knew
give
to
money
ask
away.
for
I love to
love,
give money away,
Pat.
but I don't like to be made a fool out of him. I like to give a person money, and then they walk away, sorry, what else is new?
Right.
There's got to be some substance
In other words,
there.
when you were sending the money, the kids were getting older. They could have thanked you.
But it's never enough.
But you know what
It's never
teenagers
enough.
are like,
It's never enough.
Howard.
Yeah, but as a kid, if you saw you could get money, you'd always want to get
That's
money.
right, and teenagers are always going to make you feel
If
bad.
I was in a gutter, which I was looking close to the gutter, I never would call my father money, give me time. I wouldn't give him the satisfaction.
When I was a kid, that was important to me. It doesn't matter to me now. All I need is time, affection, a little relationship with him.
He wants a kind word. He wants a relationship.
I want to know what I done to any of yous that
I
just
don't
treat
know
me
what
like a second-class citizen.
I don't know what happened when I
Well, but you're 32 years old. Don't you ask questions? It's still your family. Your mother's still your mother. Your grandmother's still your grandmother. Don't you ask questions? Don't you go over to your grandmother and say, Grandma, why do you abuse your own son? Your only son. What is wrong with you?
Well, I figured that's for you and her to figure out. That's your mother.
Now, what would it take for him to get back in your good graces?
I don't know, Howard. I don't think we're at that point in the negotiation.
Robin, he's not in my bad graces. There's no bad graces.
You know what I mean. You're not feeling good about it.
I don't feel good about it. I'm sure he don't feel good about it, see? No, you know what it was? As long as things were good at that time, we don't have to call my father.
We don't become adults.
Once you're on your own and your mother ain't going to help you anymore, let me go to my father.
Right.
Now I become the other side. Now you don't want to talk to his mother, maybe. Now I become the father.
Yeah, but not everybody's a good diplomat. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean,
But
not
do you
everybody-
love your son, Pat?
15 years old.
I love, absolutely.
You do love your
Then
son.
say
That's no
that to
question.
him.
Yeah, you say you love him.
I love him, but I don't like him.
Oh, boy.
Don't leave that one out.
Oh, wait.
No, but no, I think you know what I'm saying, Robin.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
All right? That's the point. I tell him I love him.
Say,
Tell him.
Mike, I love
Yeah,
you.
Mike, I love you. This is
Mike,
gonna
I love you.
Well, I have never heard that before.
All right, so maybe you may never hear again.
I'll just have to call the Howard
Well,
Stern.
look at the answer he just gave me, so I don't know if I'm ever heard that before. Look, all of a sudden now he wants me to get on my knees and kiss his ass. I ain't gonna do it.
Ah,
I don't give a
God.
damn who he is.
Right.
For what?
You know what? There's no honest feeling from that side.
All right, but wait a second.
No. See, what happens here is he doesn't know how to accept love, Pat.
Okay.
See, you say, I love you, and Mike doesn't know what to do.
Who are you, Donahue?
Mike, you now have to turn to your father. Do you love your father?
I do love my father. I
Why
just
could
don't
you
know-
say,
I just don't
Daddy,
know.
I love you
I
too?
love my father, but I don't know my father.
Listen, whenever your mother said anything, I defended you. I said, don't ever knock your mother. I don't like it's not right. But your mother never said that to you. Your mother said he's a bum, and you never defended your father. Whether you were 18, 17, 14, 13.
So
I
how
know.
do you know what I did?
Oh, I know.
You
Mike,
don't know what
Mike,
did.
I get people come over to me when I'm working and tell me, man, I hear stories.
come on.
I want to throw up.
Oh, come
All
on.
right.
People talking, they don't live in my house. They don't know what I say. Behind closed doors.
Sounds like a good kid.
I'm not saying he's a
They
bad
don't know what I say.
I'm not
Howard,
saying he's
he
a bad.
doesn't know what I say because he doesn't really know me. He only goes by what other
That's
people
the cop out. He don't know me.
It would be nice if they
I
got to know.
think they'd like to have a dinner together.
How about a
Oh, it's
dinner
wonderful.
tonight? On me.
He
On
knows
me.
I'm always in New York all the time. I tried to get to his apartment last time, and he told these people, told me not to come by.
Wait a second.
Oh, that's a lie.
Charges being made.
That's a lie.
Well, they told me
That's
they
a lie. I
said
don't care
not
what
to-
they told you. I'm going to
not
tell you.
come
No,
by.
back off. I'm going to tell you what happened. The people that went to your place where you sell the flowers, they put 2 cents into something that didn't belong to them. And they told you where I live, and I told them, wait a minute. I told them to mind your business and keep out of my personal life. So when you came by, they opened the window and saw you, and what did they say? Your father said he's not in, or your father's not in. They knew I was in, because you know why? They told me 2 days later that they told you. So don't tell me that I brushed you.
Now listen to me. This is terrible because I love Pat, and his son sounds very nice.
Yeah, very nice boy.
You know what it is, Pat? Yeah. I don't think that you guys can get together because you.
So much water under the bridge.
But it seems to me, let bygones be bygones. Maybe the kid screwed up a little. Maybe you screwed up a little.
What did I say an hour ago? I said, I think I'm a fair man. I said, hey.
Because you're not a skunk.
No, but I'm saying, I said to you, if they want to come on here and talk this and talk that and talk this and talk that, fine.
Has
they
he
got a
gotten
right
through
to
to you?
defend No.
He hasn't gotten
No,
to you.
not even close.
What does he have to say?
He don't have to say nothing. I just say, like you say, forget about it. There's no sense in rehashing old eggs. You got your beaten. Shut up. Now we start off fresh. The scars are gone, Pat. You got your beaten. We beat the daylights out of you. Now it's a new life. I'm 32. Now we'll wipe your scars. How do you get rid of when you're in a room for $8 a week and nobody cared about you and nobody called you? Your mother, your father, nobody gave a damn. Your sisters who's telling you, I love Jesus Christ. He's my savior. Well, what Jesus do you know? The guy I knew was a hell of a nice guy.
In other words, if you had received a letter even in those days.
Nothing. They can't die, you animal, but you got to pay my support and you got to give me my teeth fixed, my glasses fixed. I die. And the minute you made it big, you killed them because they can't handle your success. Now they want to be your friend. Now they want your love. Now it's too late.
That's why I haven't tried, because I get to the same dead end every time I try. So after a while, you say, "The hell with it. Why bother trying anymore?"
How will it happen, though?
I'll call him.
You will call him?
Me at the florist in Manhattan.
I call him. I keep my word.
All right. He's gonna call. Pat's gonna call you.
I'll get in touch with you.
He's gonna get in touch with you. I'm gonna see you guys back on track. It's gonna be beautiful. But I think progress has been made here, Pat.
Hopefully.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. It's good of you to call in.
Thank you for your time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Whew. Well, I'm glad some families can get back together. Yeah.
I fixed that. Nope. Look at Pat's exhausted.
Oh boy.
Really,
it's never a dull show, is it?
I'm telling you.
Gee, this is a series.
Yeah. Phew. I'm tired.
Pat's daughter is on the phone?
Oh my
Wait
God.
here we go. It's really Pat's daughter? This is unbelievable, Pat.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
This is radio at its best.
At its best.
Oh, forget it.
This is Pat's daughter. He hasn't talked to her in 12 years.
Is my father there?
Your father is here. He's with us on the air.
Okay, I'd like to know what he'd have to say to me after 12 years.
Okay.
I don't have nothing to say to you after 12 years.
Well, I think I have a lot to say after 12 years.
Well, you can say anything you want, and I respect your right to say it.
Okay, very good. Well, I resent the fact that in your acts you make demeaning statements towards my profession.
I don't make demeaning statements against your profession. Because hold on, wait a minute. When I do comedy, I'm not doing you. I'm not doing my mother. I'm not doing my father. I am doing comedy. And if you take it personally, you got a problem.
No, I don't have a problem with taking it personally. I feel that it's a disgrace that you use your family to make your money.
I use my family to make... In other words, if Bill Cosby is a disgrace that he talks about his kids. So Bill Cosby...
Bill Cosby did a little bit more for his children than you did for your children.
I did everything I was supposed to do, and I did it with a smile, and I did it well, and I've got nothing but proudness in my brain, and I am not guilty of anything wrong. And I will tell you one thing, I just feel bad because you blew a hell of a father.
I blew a hell of a father.
Yes,
you were
you
never
did.
there for me.
No, you know why? You know why,
Can I tell
honey?
you something? If
Yeah.
you were my father,
Yeah.
I paid for my whole college education.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's
That's
what I'm
right.
supposed to do. Did
You're
your
supposed to
stepdaughter-
pay
Did your
for-
stepdaughter pay for her own college education? I doubt it very much.
I don't have a stepdaughter.
You constantly make ridicule of my profession.
I don't make
my
ridicule
job,
of your
when I
profession
have-
because I'm not
what I
talking.
have done.
No, I want to show you how people think. They don't understand that you're doing comedy.
Right.
They
So
don't
why
understand.
can't you choose to do somebody else's comedy? And leave
Because
your
it's none of your
daughter out
business what I do on that stage. That's my
Look, as
profession.
far as I'm concerned, you don't have a daughter.
I don't
You
want
have
your
never
I don't want to
come
have a
see me.
daughter.
You have never done anything.
I
You
don't
have
want.
never
Oh,
come
I've
to
never
see your
done
mother.
nothing. I know.
When's
I know.
the last time you seen seen your mother.
When she asked me to pay the back rent that I didn't owe.
Is that a disgrace to do to your mother after how many years?
I am a
30
disgrace?
years?
Oh, you know something?
30 years ago?
You know something? For a school teacher, you have no common sense.
For a grown man, you have no common sense.
Ah, you're wrong. You're wrong.
No, we're not wrong. It seems
You're
so
absolutely
strange
wrong,
that
my
the
dear,
rest of the
because
family
you
feels
don't
that way.
understand.
talk to
You
your
don't
sisters?
understand that people don't live your life the way you want them to live it.
We don't want you to
Yes,
live
you
your
do.
life.
You want everything to be done the way you people want it, and it ain't going to happen. And don't tell me about my mother or about my father when you don't even know what you're talking about and you're out of order. And let me tell you another thing. Hold on a minute. I want to know where you come off showing respect to someone who never hurt you, but you turn around and you're brainwashed and your education by you telling me that I'm making a fool of your profession. You ought to be ashamed of
You supported me
yourself.
with all your money with $65 a week. That's what you
That's
did.
what the court told me to give you if I'm making 90.
$65 a week.
If I'm making 90, love.
You weren't making 90.
I was
at the
making
time.
90. It's
No,
documented. Don't tell me.
$65 a week.
You know
10
something?
years,
I'm ashamed of
$65 a
you.
week.
I'm ashamed of you.
I'll pay for dinner.
You should only know half the stories that went on in our lives.
Wow.
Your
We're
life.
fed up with this nonsense.
No, you're
He
nonsense
comes
to
out
say you're
smelling
fed
like
up.
a
You got to
rose
understand
all the
one
time.
thing. People got a right to defend themselves, my dear. Not only you got a right to
But can I
defend
tell you
yourself.
something? If
You
were
ought to
right,
be
you
ashamed of
wouldn't have to
yourself.
defend
But
yourself.
Yeah.
You would not have to defend yourself if you were a right gentleman.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
You
a
would not
gentleman's
have to defend
gentleman.
yourself.
It's amazing.
You're
Everybody I deal with knows me and knows that I'm a
deserted your
caring
family.
person,
For
except
my
the
whole life,
family.
You deserted your family.
You guys aren't getting together here, are you?
No, not at all.
No, I don't think we'll ever get together, but I just want the whole
World, the
New York
world.
to
No,
know
it's only how many
this man
states?
is really a phony.
I'm a
And everything
phony?
that he
You ought to
says
be ashamed of
as
yourself.
a joke.
You ought to be
is
ashamed of
against his
yourself.
family.
Now, look at the ego. He's talking about
You know what
me
it
and
is?
my profession.
You're both hurt. That's all.
I'm not hurt.
I'm not hurt.
She's not hurt. She's a
life
genius.
right now.
She's mad because she had to pay her own way to college. How many kids paid their own way to college? Millions of kids. But she wanted me to pay our way to college
No, I didn't want you
and
to
not
pay
show
your
you
way through
respect.
college.
And not show
I wanted you to
respect.
accept your responsibility as a father. That's
Hey,
what I
my
wanted you to
responsibility as
do.
a father,
Accept
I
your
paid my responsibility.
as a
I owe
father.
you nothing. We
You
got
should
it.
have accepted your responsibility.
Remember
as a
one
father.
thing, my
You did
dear,
not
my
accept your
dear, my
responsibility
dear,
as a
I
father.
brought this subject matter up. So if I had something to hide, I would have never put it in front of the American public. So don't con me with your
I'm not
nonsense.
conning you.
You are a
You
con
have- you
artist.
have a lot of
You're a
vengeance
con
in your
artist, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself when you don't know
let's not
nothing.
say that.
Ashamed of
Let's not
myself.
say that.
I'm very proud of where I have gotten today.
God bless you.
I have
I
gotten
wish you $1
through
million a minute.
education. I
God
have a
bless you.
master's degree.
God bless
I'm
you.
married. I
God
own a
bless
house,
you.
And none
God
of
bless
it
you.
is thanks to you.
And don't
Not
leave no
one bit of it is
and
thanks
don't
to
leave no
you.
pineapples at my door.
I can do whatever I want. I have brought myself. I've overcome all of your obstacles.
No, you never had an
where I am
obstacle.
today.
You don't know what obstacles
and I
are.
am very proud of where I am today.
God bless you. I wish you $1 billion.
Does Pat have grandchildren from?
No.
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 How do you know you don't have grandchildren?
I don't want no grandchildren.
How do you know if I don't have a baby?
I don't know and I don't care.
Well, see, you don't care. You don't
No, I
even
don't care
about
because
your
I didn't care
grandchildren.
for the
All right,
last
let me
20
ask you
years.
a question.
I was just curious.
I'd like to ask you a question.
Do you want to find out?
What would you like to tell? What would you like me to tell your grandchildren about their grandfather?
Tell him he was the classiest man that was ever on the face of this earth.
And then my child would call me a liar.
No, your child would
Because
say to
they
you,
would
Ma,
wanna know why.
your child, first of
Why
all,
your grandfather isn't here for them.
why do you dropping pineapples off at the house? Off of my
Because
house?
I wanted you to know that I knew where you were.
So what?
And I could find you if I ever wanted to find you.
Well, I see. It's a threat.
Maybe
In other words,
but maybe it was like a peace offering.
Peace offering. She wouldn't know peace offering.
Maybe she was like, say, hey, here's a nice
I
pineapple.
was on my honeymoon, okay?
God bless
it wasn't a threat.
It was a nice thought.
I wanted to tell you, look, I have overcome so many things in my life. Despite all of this, you have all this posh house, all this stuff, but let me tell you something. I have a family which loves me, which takes care of me. Your mother loves me. I have never lost touch. I have the greatest grandmother in the whole entire world.
Well.
And you're the one who's missing out on it. Let me tell you.
Honey,
The greatest family, my aunts have taken care of me.
honey,
my
God
aunts
bless
have
you.
always given
God
to
bless
me.
you.
Your sisters have always given to me.
God bless
you.
you.
You are the only one
Because you're
who
a
has not
taker.
given to me.
Because you're a taker.
I'm not a
You're a
taker.
taker.
I have
You
a
just
lot
went
of
for
work
10 minutes of who
This is
gives
the
you.
thing that you're
Who
not
gives
willing
you?
to accept.
You're a taker. You ought to be
I'm
ashamed
not
of
a
yourself.
taker.
And
I
don't
give.
flatter yourself that I'm talking
Remember,
about
I
you.
give. I have chosen.
God bless you. Listen, Luann, God bless you. I
No,
wish
no,
you the
no.
best in the world.
Well, suddenly, Robin.
You want to jump in here and straighten this all out?
Suddenly, Robin, your family looks like the Love Network.
No, my family. Let me tell you
Pat,
something.
she might want my autograph if you want to give it to her.
Can I tell you,
Yes.
I'm surprised my grandmother hasn't called up.
We're waiting for that. If we can hang on another.
No, my grandmother is very hurt over this whole situation.
Your grandmother is not hurt over any situation because your grandmother is for your grandmother. And your grandmother never gave her her son anything to talk about that's nice. And your father mailed her a check. Your father mailed her a check for $5,000. Nice man I am, eh? Where's the money? It's all you people know is where's the money.
You don't know your mother.
Goodbye.
Your mother is the most
wait, there's got to be a way.
Goodbye.
Forget about
Well, obviously,
everybody's taking sides on this
yeah.
issue.
Well, you know what, Robin? I did bring your brother and your father together, but
someday I wish for you a peaceful death.
I wish for you a peaceful death too, honey.
Remember that.
I wish for you a peaceful death.
Money will not be your comfort in life.
I agree with you.
Money does not buy
all right,
happiness
so
or health.
you know what we do? You stay your way, and I stay in my way, and that's the way it's going to be.
Let me tell you something. I do say I stayed in my way for 17 years. You never gave me a damn thing.
I never gave you nothing. I don't owe you nothing. I don't got to give you nothing.
Entitled to.
Luann, listen, I'm sorry.
Look, Howard. Look. This is between us.
I got
this
you.
has been going on for my whole life.
Right.
You know, it's ridiculous.
I got
I
you.
want people to know the true story, the true thing.
Then tell it.
And I
then
am
tell
telling
it.
the truth.
Then tell. No, you're not.
I am telling the truth.
No, you're not. You're
Can
not.
I tell you the truth? You left me in a hospital when I was 2 weeks
I left you.
old.
Who told you that?
I was 2 weeks old.
Who told you that? Who told you that?
Let me just ask you.
Who told you that?
Were you there?
Answer my question. Who told you that?
When I was
left you in a
growing
house.
up,
You believe this
were you
nonsense.
there for any one of my birthdays?
No.
Did you ever give me a birthday gift?
No.
No. Were you there for my confirmation,
No.
communion, and graduation?
I was never there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
You said you were never there.
Yeah,
That's
because you see the way your mouth is, that's why I was never there.
You were never
That's why I was
there.
never there, because you just showed your character.
You were never there.
Because you have no character.
All
But
right.
I was a child.
Goodbye.
I was a
Goodbye.
child.
Goodbye.
You were never there.
Goodbye.
Okay. Well, anyway, listen.
Okay, you know, it's not to be solved. He's a very hostile gentleman.
No.
Now the
All right.
whole city
From now
knows.
on,
The whole city knows. See, goodbye,
be well.
goodbye. He doesn't
Be
want to
well.
talk. He doesn't want to talk.
Be
Howard.
well. Be well.
I
You
want
ought to be
you to
ashamed of
be
yourself.
All right. Okay, listen.
Okay.
So anyway, I want to listen, Luann. We better cut it,
I
right?
understand. I understand.
Okay, I understand too. All right. Oh, listen. Nice speaking with you.
Nice speaking to you, too.
All right. I hope everything goes well in your life.
Me too, and I hope he sleeps well tonight because now everybody knows the true story.
Well, we could drop the animosity. You said what you wanted to say. Don't wish your father ill. Go
I don't
live a
wish him
happy
ill.
life.
I don't wish him ill. I wish him the best in life. I've never wished him
It was
ill.
probably a misunderstanding. You know what it is? Probably your parents had a bad divorce, and I guess the kids
You
were.
got caught up in it.
You
Can I say something? How could I get caught up in it if I was 2 weeks old when they left?
No, I'm
They
saying
split
that
up.
the innocent
I
ones
wasn't
are always.
caught
Well,
up
why
in
don't you
it.
tell that to your mother? It's a two-way street.
I agree with you. What you
Didn't
had to
Crosby,
say
Stills-
now
Tell this to your mother for half an hour. When your aunts jump me on the street, tell that to your mother. The bunch of animals jumping on the street.
You had
All right.
nothing against us. You should have
Goodbye.
still loved your
Goodbye.
children.
Come on, everybody! Happy birthday to
Happy
Robin. Let's
birthday, Robin.
Happy birthday to you. All right, enough of this.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, like I took over the show. I don't mean to do this. I don't want to do this.
Do it again and come back in another week. If you got more kids, let them call in next time. Uh-oh, here's Gary. No. What
happened now?
Who is this now?
Who's left?
Pat's mother?
That's it.
Uh-oh. No, wait a second. Wait a second. Pat, do you want to talk to your mother?
Put her on.
Now, let's be calm about
Everybody
all
be
this.
calm.
Let's be calm.
Yeah, he's a wreck.
Hold it a second. Now, wait a second. How am I going to bring this family together?
This is a mess.
He is a mess. Can you believe a man talks about his mother and his family so much and made millions of dollars on them, and then he quits and he don't want to bother. He hates them. They're all after his money. You never tell the
Can I
truth.
tell you something, Howard?
In your
I should
whole
never,
life.
never have any.
It would have been better if you stabbed me.
See, now she wants you to stay. Now she wants to be the mother. Where was that? I didn't ask her to give me a loan, Ma. I need money from
God
you, Ma.
have mercy
Help me.
on him.
I didn't ask her, Ma. Look at this. God have mercy on him.
Ma.
I don't want nothing from
God
them.
have mercy on
But I
you.
want to know one thing. They feel they got to get paid because you mentioned the word mother or father or sister or daughter. You have to pay them. Look what we made you successful, they telling you. They didn't help me in my career. They didn't care about my career, and I didn't care. That's okay. I made something of myself, and I speak well about my mother and father on the stage. I put words in my
Because
father's
you
mouth
make
that
money
he
on
never... Oh, look, did you hear what she just said?
Right.
Did you hear what she just said? Because I make money on them.
On my life,
On
you
her
make
life,
money.
I made money. You never turned a saint upside down in your life, Mother, so don't con me.
All right, well,
don't
I can see
con
I
me.
can't.
I wish he'd tell the truth once in a while.
All right. I know.
I have never lied, and I will not lie.
Yes.
And Mother dear, I wish you well. And may I say something? It's a shame because I'm an only son. And what did I do? Did I kill you? Did I shoot you? Did I rob
It
off
would've
you?
been better if
I
you
know
did.
people who turn around their sons kill people, and they want to sit in the electric chair for their son. I never asked you to do that. And don't tell me I didn't go to my father's funeral. I didn't see my father for 12 years. Why don't you talk about that? Where was he when I needed my father. There's your answer. So don't con me and don't say that I'm a bad guy. Oh, now you want me to forgive and forget. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed. I sent you the $5,000. Did you get your rent money?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got your $5,000 rent money. That was on your mind. Now, where's my son? Help me. Let me help my son. He's all alone. He needs me. Where's my back rent? Where's my back rent, you said? And I sent you $5,000. So don't con me about, tell the truth, mother. Yeah, I've never been nothing but a giver, mother. I never took nothing off you. God help you. I wish you well.
5,000 for 10 years of my life.
All right. Okay.
Oh, I owe you for being born now. Oh, I see what it
10
is.
years of bringing
Oh,
your
I
children
see.
up,
All right.
you gave them
I'll
up.
send you how much I owe you for food?
gave your
How much I owe you
children
for
up.
food?
I didn't.
How much I owe you for clothes? How dare you insult my intelligence, mother dear? How dare
come
you?
on, stop
I'm
acting
ashamed
so
of you that you even want money off anybody. You ought to be ashamed. What are you going to do with your money? Take it with you?
And I never will.
You ought to be ashamed of
You're the
yourself.
one that worry about it.
I don't worry about it. I earned mine, my dear mother. I earned it, and not
so
by
did
you.
I.
No.
So did I.
Then keep it. I don't want yours. Keep it. Give it to your grandkids. They deserve it.
So did I.
All right, Robin.
10 years
Happy
of your
birthday.
kids I took care of.
But you're supposed to. You're a grandmother. You're supposed to. You're a grandmother.
Oh,
That's your chore in life.
Everybody's supposed to. What about you?
I've done my thing. I did my duty. I did my duty.
Where is your duty as a father?
My duty as a father is not being bulldozed by my kids and not being conned by my kids. Take your daughter-in-law's side. Take your daughter-in-law's side. You don't like men. You never like men. Anything with pants you can't handle. Remember that. Anything with pants. You're the man, the woman in the family. Go to your daughters. Kiss your daughters.
All right. You could cut the love in here with a machete, Robin. And I must say
And
that,
you're gonna need that.
all right,
He's
Mr.
the
Caputo.
type he is.
Yeah.
He
All
can't control himself.
Goodbye.
All right.
He
Listen.
loves trouble.
I wish you luck.
I
You
thought
love
it was.
trouble.
Yeah, you're the trouble, miss.
You're the troublemaker.
Yeah, goodbye.
Well, what would you think if Pat dyed his hair black? Oh, never got to ask him that. Well, okay.
You know something, Howard?
Yes.
This is the greatest thing that
I've ever done.
happened to me.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't expect this day to happen like it was going to happen. For taking up all this valuable airtime.
No.
But I thank them. I thank them for calling. That's the end of that story. And you ladies and gentlemen, Howard Stern fans, this will never happen again.
Coming this fall, a brand new TV program. What do you get when you reunite an overly sensitive Catskill comedian?
Because it's none of your business what I do on stage. That's my profession.
A son he hasn't seen in quite a while.
Kiss my ruck. Kiss my butt.
I don't say that.
Because I know you're not the kind of guy to do that. Because you go which way the wind shifts.
I am because you haven't been around for 32 years.
A daughter abandoned moments after birth.
You left me in the hospital. I was 2 weeks
I left you.
old.
Who told you
I
that?
was 2 weeks
Who
old.
told you that? Who told you that?
Let me just ask you.
Who told you that?
Were you there?
Answer my question. Who told you that?
When I was
Listen,
growing
I
up,
can believe this.
were you there for any one of my birthdays?
No.
Did you ever give me a birthday gift?
No.
No. Were you there for my confirmation, communion, and graduation?
I was never there.
And a mom who thought he was a bum.
On my life,
On
you
her
made
life, I
money.
made money. You never turned a saint upside down in your life, mother. So don't con me.
You get all in Pat Cooper's family. Hear a father declare unconditional love for his son.
Like I love you.
Well, I've never heard that before.
All right, so you may never hear again.
He's a firm dad who knows how to discipline with a sense of humor.
Look, all of a sudden now, he wants me to get on my knees and kiss his ass. I ain't gonna do it, right? I don't give a damn who he is.
For what? For what?
You see?
Sit in on the family finances.
With all your money was $65 a week. That's what you
That's
said.
what the court told me to give you if I'm making 90. If I'm making 90, love.
You weren't making 90.
I was making 90. It's documented. Don't tell me. Don't believe what you hear. You know something? I'm ashamed of you.
Financial advice that would embarrass H&R Block. Joel Siegel says it's a laugh riot.
Who told you that?
Liz Smith says you'll love Pat.
Who told you that?
Pia Lindstrom says it's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street. It's a two-way street.
Don't miss the fun. It's all in the Pat Cooper family. The story of an overly protective father.
Someone who never hurt you. I never beat you. I never killed you. I never took anything out of your mouth. But you turn around and you're brainwashed and your education by you telling me that I'm making a fool of your profession. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Love.
When your ass jumped me on the street.
Respect.
Oh, I owe you for being born now.
Honor.
How much I owe you for food? How much I owe you for food? How much I owe you for clothes? How dare you insult my intelligence, Mother dear? How dare you? I'm ashamed of you that you even want money off anybody. You ought to be ashamed. What are you going to do with your money? Take it with you?
I never will.
See, money is ashamed of yourself.
You're the one that worry about it.
I don't worry about it. I earned mine, my dear mother. I earned it, and not by you.
So did I.
Then keep it. I don't want yours. Keep it. Give it to your grandkids. They deserve it.
Love, respect, and honor. 3 words that can't seem to find their way into the turbulent Pat Cooper family.
As far as I'm concerned, you don't have a daughter.
I don't want to have a daughter.
You have never done anything.
I've never done nothing. I know.
When's the last time you seen your mother?
Huh?
When's the last time you seen your mother?
Well, she asked me to pay the back rent that I didn't owe.
Don't miss All in the Pat Cooper family. You'll love it.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Yeah. I try to produce it, but I can't get him on the phone. Aiko Tanaka. She's
so horny.
She's some chick who wants to marry anybody so she can get a green card. And she's hot. She's an Asian model.
The regulation now, it looks like you have to be married 3 years
Yeah, so.
to get permanent residency.
She'd do that. She'll do you for 3 years.
There you go.
Wow, you look good, honey. You look real good.
Yeah.
Tight.
Where's she going? There's a chair there.
Hi, Aiko. Aiko, is it? Aiko, you look good.
Thank
You looking real good.
How are you?
You make me so horny. You do. You make me horny.
Now, what kind of model is she? She looks kind of short.
Yeah, you ain't no model, are you, though? Are you like a nude model?
Bikini stuff.
Bikini stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a hot model.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Those are implants, right?
Yeah, of course.
You got boobs and ass for an Asian girl. That's
Yeah,
hot.
definitely.
Yeah, you don't see too many Asians with the boobs and ass.
Yeah, it's a plus.
Yeah, you're nice.
Thank you.
Now,
So
what?
are you?
Do you need green card?
Yeah.
You can't get it?
No.
They're going to kick
Are they
you
going to throw you out?
They're going to throw me out.
When they throw you out?
Within a year.
Oh, so we got some time.
Yeah.
Where
And I have to be in love, too. Otherwise,
Oh, darn.
Where they take
I mean,
you?
it's not like I don't care, but like I have to.
You have to be in love?
It's the love.
Oy vey.
But she's not going to find anybody around here.
Where do they send you back to? Where are you from?
Tokyo.
Tokyo, Japan. Yeah.
You don't want to go back there?
Hell no. She'd be a freak there with those big boobs.
She'll be highly sought after.
No, and with the way you look, no guy is. You haven't fallen in love with a guy?
No.
You're kidding me. What are you looking for?
I like somebody who's funny.
What's this? You hung out with Bill Maher? I guess in your search for a husband, Bill Maher, he doesn't want to get married, does he?
That was a while ago. He said, this is what he said. He said, men should go hunt and females should stay home.
I don't understand. You better marry somebody quick if you're going to get a green card, honey. You're back in Japan. Your ass is grass if you don't marry someone.
I know.
You actually
You're
have.
going to find her love on this.
I would like to introduce you to someone right now who wants to marry you. I think he's handsome. I think he's a very successful film director. His name is Wood Yi. And he wants you. Yeah. He would like to go out with you and marry you. Here he comes, Wood Yi. He's walking in right now. There's your dream man.
Be love at first sight.
There he is. My man, Wood Yi. Well, Wood Yi, hello. And by the way, it was Wood Yi's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Wood Yi.
Birthday.
Yes, very good to see you. Is there something you'd like to say to this beautiful Asian woman? Hi. Hi. Oh, isn't that nice? Well, you got away with the ladies.
Yeah, break it in.
That's right.
Please help, my chopstick is purple.
Your chopstick is purple. You know you have a way with the ladies, you always did.
I need a happy quick ending quick.
Oh.
Oh. Well, he likes you very much. Do you have any feelings for him or
Not right now.
something else I want to say?
If I spill duck sauce in my lap, would you lick it up?
Oh.
Ew, no.
No?
No.
It's not turning you on?
No, it's not happening.
How do you say whore in Japanese?
Oh.
You don't have to yell at her.
How do you say whore in Japanese, actually?
I think it's baita.
Baita.
Yeah.
I see. Well, he wants to marry you, and you
Call me whore?
Are you ready to apologize for your godless ancestors' attack on Pearl Harbor?
Well, that's not, Wood Yi, that is not going to win you.
Going down the Bill Maher route there.
Yeah, he's right away when a guy doesn't get a yes.
Yeah.
You're Japanese. Can you get me a discount on a Lexus?
See, that's not nice.
You look sleepy. What time did you get up?
Mm-hmm.
Now what are you saying?
Well, you know what it is. He's not used to the look of your eyes. That's all. That's all.
You taste like octopus down there?
Well, do you?
No.
You don't
it's
taste like
nice.
octopus?
No.
It's very nice.
No, it's really nice.
Well, how do you expect to find a man? I don't understand the search. I mean, you've got to be nervous about leaving this country.
Yeah, I am, definitely.
Yeah.
Because if I go back, I can never come back for
That's
a
it.
lifetime. Yeah,
Really?
That's it, yeah.
Not even a visit?
No.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
How much yen would it cost for a Hummer?
All right. Well, I wish you luck in your search.
Thank you.
Why not Wooji? What's wrong with him?
He's...
Give him a chance. Say something romantic. Go ahead.
Yeah, try it.
Go ahead.
I have a special gift for you. It rhymes with walk.
Rhymes with walk. Oh.
I get it.
I get it.
Woody, you got to romance a girl.
Yeah, you're really romantic.
Hirohito was a fag.
Hirohito is a fag. That's not going to win her over.
Attacking her ancestors.
What the hell do you people do with all those pictures you take?
That's actually a good question.
You know, Wooji, you have such a great delivery. The way you come on to a woman, I wish I could learn from you. You don't get excited. You say what's on your mind, and that's that, right? That's
He
good for
doesn't
you.
get excited. He also doesn't get any women.
He gets women. You don't know what he's doing.
You'd better swallow, or I'll have Godzilla destroy your village.
These threats are
Do you like that? Is any of this turning you on?
No.
He's making fun of your people. I
I
understand.
know, that's rude.
Say something romantic.
I'm going to shave your head, sell your hair, and make me some money.
Come on, say something about her. Say something. Look at the body on this girl.
Look at her.
I want to make you get naked and call you racist names.
Oh.
Well, we'll talk about getting naked.
Let's get naked, hit each other, talk out of sync, and make a karate porno movie.
You've got away with the ladies. You do.
Can I cover your yellow belly with my soy sauce?
Well, he's saying all the right things, and it's still not turning you on, is it?
It's not right thing. No.
When's
He
the last
hasn't
time?
hit the button yet.
No.
When's the last time you made love to a man?
It's been a while.
How long ago?
Like more than a year.
More than a year?
Yeah. It's so hard in LA. Like, guys are kind of sleazy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she should be right to fall in love. She should fall in love with the first guy she sees.
Would you got to take another shot.
Confucius say, take your top off and show me your beautiful wontons.
Now you're talking.
Put Stinky on my egg roll, and I buy your mommy a laundromat.
My mom's here.
Put Stinky. Is she out there?
Yeah.
No kidding.
And your mom
She
wants
loves
to marry you off, too, huh?
Howard, it's funny. I just walked by the green room. Her mom's in there. I'm not sure how much of this she's getting, but it is odd to watch her mom listen to me.
Does your mom speak any English?
A little bit, but
Oh,
she doesn't really understand.
So
she loves you.
She doesn't live here, does she?
No,
lives
she
in
lives in Japan, yeah.
I hope you're really a woman. The last Asian I was with pulled down her pants and plopped out a 12-inch spitting dragon. Couldn't walk for a month.
You couldn't walk for a month after that? Wow. Well, you're...
So he's bisexual then.
Now, Aiko, what is this? You have a website, Aiko Tanaka at Aiko...
Aiko.net.
Aiko.net?
Yeah.
A-I-K-O. And what goes on there? Are you naked on there?
I was before, but I'm trying to do comedy now.
Comedy? You seem very funny.
What do you mean? You tell jokes?
Not that funny, but like read a script funny.
Like a
sitcom funny.
You want to be on a sitcom?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I wish I would have met you 25 years ago, before you matured and fouled your body with various patches of hair.
Well, you have a fan in Woody, and Woody is saying he will marry you if you want.
Thank you.
I would strangle 50 endangered pandas just to get a peek at your fortune cookie.
Wow.
Wow.
See, he's in love. You may not be in love, but he's in love.
You're all right. You should take her drinking.
Let's go drinking. Sake for you, sucky for me.
Yeah. Sake for him, sucky for him, too. Well, isn't that something, Robin?
Well, I don't think we're making a love match here.
I think we are. I think something's happening.
Yeah.
Who has a better shot at you, Bill Maher or Wood Yee here?
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher, definitely, yeah.
You don't think Woodie's funny? You said you like funny.
I like it funny, but I don't know. It's just not happening.
Yeah, he's saying some pretty creepy things there.
Yeah, you're creeping me out.
Get on all fours. I give you something that make your eyes go round.
Oh, okay.
Wow. All right. Well, I think it's enough.
I'd like to make an order. Number 69, please.
Woody, I think you better give up.
Yeah, I think it's over for you, pal. I really do. All right, Aiko, I wish you luck getting a green card. Robin, this could be the last time we see Aiko.
I know, and I hope you fall in love and get married and stay with us.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right.
Hold it, Grandpa. Grandpa.
Come on.
Grandpa.
The FCC sat on you, now you going to sit on me?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right, so you got 60 seconds, Grandpa. Say something to the crowd.
Say something to the crowd.
And say it with a clean kind of way.
With a clean, like the way you do.
Yeah.
First of all, I am so happy that we are all here together. I mean, that is beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's beautiful, man.
And we all know why we're here.
Why is that, Grandpa? So you can get young boys?
No,
why is it?
No.
Why is it? Why are you here?
We're here because we all have a purpose in being here. And that purpose is to say, fuck the FCC! Fuck them! Fuck them!
All right, Grandpa, get out of here. Oh, man. Oh, man.
And they call us outrageous. I don't know.
We're going to go sedate Grandpa.
We were in the tub with Jessica Hahn, and, you know, that's another girl I would have liked to have banged, and I didn't, but I could have, and it was one of those kind of things. So we try to take one scene and sort of jumble up all of those emotions into one.
Can I just tell you one funny thing about that? So Jackie was in there with you.
Yeah.
And on the bus ride home, he got in a lot of trouble when you guys talked about it on the air that morning. A lot of trouble. So
yeah, his wife was upset.
Somebody took Jessica's nightgown, wet nightgown, and stuck it in his luggage as a goof.
Yeah, I did that.
And I forget.
We did that on the bus.
On the bus.
Remember, he went to sleep.
And Jackie told me like a week later he was really mad about it. He opened his luggage and he saw it and he buried it in his backyard. And he went out and buried it.
He buried her lingerie.
And a week later we heard. You want me to play it?
The infamous Jackie apology.
Yeah.
I just want to apologize to my wife Nancy for the Jessica Hahn bathtub incident. Stupid, and I'll never do anything like that again. And I love you, and I'm very sorry, and I'm very sincere. And please don't make a mom create this. I'm serious. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bring the show down. I just wanted to apologize.
Yeah. Apologize at home.
Thank you.
Oh, God. Remember, you were about to say good morning, and he just took over the show.
Yeah, he was just like, I have to say something. I was so funny. I got Sal distracted now. He's downstairs. I told Ronnie to take Sal downstairs and tape my air conditioning in my car again, just to get rid of him. All right. The wrap-up show yesterday, Sal says this incredibly racist thing on the wrap-up show.
I heard about this.
You're going to love this. We friggin' punked this guy. Listen to this. Yeah, listen to this. So Sal says this incredibly racist thing. He's talking about Miss Howard Stern, Andrea, Yeah. And he's kind of saying, not kind of, he is saying that the reason her child is half black is because she's drinking and stuff.
Well, yeah, the drinking got her to sleep with a black guy.
Yeah, that basically, if you're sort of inebriated, it leads to bad things like sleeping with black guys. So listen to this, and everyone calls him on it and says, you're just a racist. So listen to this.
I think the deal with the private airplane is that she gets so trashed on that plane, she wakes up with her fucking pants down to her ankles and her foot's full of cum.
Exactly. And then you want to know why she has a black kid. I mean, how's that happen?
Whoa.
No, I'm saying.
Whoa.
Where did that come from?
What is that all about?
Hello. Drugs, alcohol, running around like a lunatic. This guy just said she wakes up with a bucket full of cum in her snatch.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Oh, all right. That's what I thought. I mean,
What does the race of her kid have to do with what she's doing?
Because he's Sal.
That is dude, that's way off. That's totally racist.
I'm not being racist at all. I mean,
explain how.
Sal, that's the definition of being a racist. No, it's not.
That's the most racist thing I've ever heard.
Listen, come on. Hello, you. We live in America. You have a nice, sweet, Snow White blonde chick running around swigging booze. Hello, a black kid pops out of her uterus. So how did that happen?
So if a white kid,
what do you think she met him at? An accounting firm? I mean,
I'm going to do you the biggest favor in the world. I'm going to move along.
Wow.
What I'm saying. What's the surprise? She had what
does it matter what kind of kid she had?
It doesn't. But what's the odds of a chick like that having a black one?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
right.
Drugs, alcohol, it does these
Stop.
Right.
Joe in Providence, you're on the wrap-up
I
show.
don't get it.
You
We
don't.
know.
You so don't.
I love how he's going, hello, hello, and everyone's going,
Yeah,
what,
hello?
what?
No,
we're not
we
here.
don't know.
There's no black accountants?
So drugs and alcohol lead to girls having black babies.
Well, a girl like Andrea, because if she's white, she's nice and sweet.
Yeah, what would she be doing with a black guy?
Well,
Only
it's
drugs
just
and
that
alcohol.
She's white as the driven snow. How does she get a black footprint in her?
Drugs and
All right,
alcohol have led to a lot of white kids.
So then, just keep following this before I run.
Practically all of
I got to
them.
let you in on the joke, so let me move along.
Go ahead.
So then Sal, and then the same wrap-up show guy calls up to call him on it, and Sal starts to defend his comments, and it's even worse.
Can you imagine Kelly Pickler banged a black guy? I'll father be back in jail for killing him too. That's how these Southern people are. These Southern people are crazy. Don't blame me. Blame the people in the South.
And
They're
I don't
nuts.
disagree with that, but you were implying that only an ugly white chick would be with a black
No,
guy.
hold on. What Sal was implying, that is if you leave a really horrible lifestyle and do everything wrong, that the result is you end up with a black kid. That's what you were implying.
Yeah, well,
and that's a horrible thing.
Or Puerto Rican.
Or Puerto Rican.
Or a Puerto Rican.
But the thing,
Al.
Al, the point that I'm trying to make is that the margin for her to be with a black guy in a normal circumstance is very, very high. But with alcohol and drugs, it minimizes it. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's not. Dude, have you ever gotten wasted and banged the living shit out of an ugly fat broad?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's my point. You were drunk. You wouldn't do it in a normal circumstance.
So now he's comparing
My God.
an ugly fat chick when you're drunk to banging a black person.
Right, making a mistake.
All right, wait, so now he's digging the hole even deeper, right?
But I'm not trying to make. But I'm not.
Sal, listen, you're digging deeper,
No, but I'm trying to-
and deeper. I'm trying to help you.
Okay, this is the point that I'm trying to make. I have nothing against black people. I love black people. If I leave my wife, the first thing I'm going to do is going to fuck a nice, fat, black-ass ghetto chick.
Well, that's got to calm everyone down.
Can't wait to do that. But the thing is, the odds of what's her name, Miss Andrea Howard Stern, doing that in reality is very, very low. So I'm saying that probably drugs and alcohol induced it. That's all that I'm saying.
Why do you guys should have just let him talk?
Yeah,
Why is everybody trying to save him?
Turn up the mic.
Well, it was so offensive that they had to go on record as saying, look, we don't agree. Now,
But that's one thing. But you don't just keep saying, Sal, we're trying to help you.
Right.
Sal's a racist. He doesn't even know it.
well, wait. Okay, so Gary comes and tells me about this. Sal is all freaked out after this, going, oh, my God, I'm going to get fired when Howard hears about this and Human Resources hears about this. I'm already on notice from jerking off in the studio and blah, 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 blah. So Gary says, we got to do something. So I say, look, you got to do, like, I don't know. Gary goes, we'll have Scott Greenstein call him and say that. I said, the first thing we came up with, he's got to apologize to every black person in the building. And we would have gone around and taped all the apologies.
Oh, should like a Yucko the Clown type thing.
Yeah.
Remember that?
But,
when he did the Yucko.
But then again, it was kind of like we didn't want to get into any weirdness with the people in the building kind of this idiot apologist because it would go horribly wrong. So here's a phone call from a made-up Human Resources person telling Sal he's got to tape an apology to be played on the wrap-up show. Yeah. Okay, right. So here we go.
Hello?
Is this Sal Governelli?
Yes.
Sal Governelli. This is from Human Resources. I've been trying to reach you. You were on the wrap-up show this afternoon on Howard Stern.
Right.
And you made some offensive comments. We've had several complaints. One of the sponsors is threatening to pull out. Some serious employees who heard the comments are very upset.
Hold on one second.
What's he?
Hey, this is Gary.
Gary, I was calling Sal, Governor.
Now, what happened here?
Sal, I was standing there, so Sal didn't believe it was real, so I have to pretend that it's real, and then I had the phone back and go, dude, you're in trouble.
All right.
Only because he was on the wrap-up show with you today, and he made some offensive comments, and we really need to rectify the situation.
Right. All right, so so you obviously have some sort of an idea that you guys have in mind. Let me let you talk to Sal for a second.
Okay.
All right. Okay, yeah. I had to pass it to Gary because, he runs the whole thing, so I just wanted to make sure.
He didn't make the comments, Mr. Governelli, you did, and so that's why we need to talk to you. Now, we want to rectify this. What we've come up with, there's going to be an emergency meeting today at about 3 o'clock, and we would like for you to record an apology, to explain why you made these comments, to express remorse for these comments, and we'd like it to be played on the wrap-up show tomorrow. But before it's played, they need to be approved. approved at this meeting. So can you do that? It's really important.
Sure.
We're going to have to talk about doing some sensitivity training as well, and I think that'll be helpful.
Okay.
We've had several problems.
Do you want me to address this as an apology?
It's important that you explain why you said the comments and why you're sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Can you do it on a CD and I'll pick it up? It'll be easier.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Okay.
Not a problem. I'll take care of that right now.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate your cooperating.
My pleasure.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Will just told me that the reason Sal handed me the phone, which I didn't even know, was he got so scared he just handed the phone off.
Right, that's what I thought was happening, but he didn't know what to do, and he gave it to you.
So then what did Sal take? Did he write something down, or did he just...
He walked into me and go, here's a CD for the 3 o'clock meeting.
All right, here's Sal's apology.
How silly is he that they would do this on the phone?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Sal Governale. And unfortunately, yesterday on the wrap-up show, I made a few comments that some considered to be racist and offensive. If I did offend you, I deeply apologize from the bottom of my heart. What I was simply trying to do was make a joke over the fact that white women generally don't have sex with black men. It was simply a joke. And the joke got out of hand because in this situation, it was truth. People were offended. It doesn't matter what type of baby you have, whether it be white, black, Italian. The important thing here that we can learn from this is, A, you shouldn't drink and do drugs because you might end up in a situation that you regret, whether it's a white child or a black child. And B, I have personally learned that when I address things, I should address them in a much better way, in a specific way, as not to offend people. Black people, white people, Spanish, Italian, or whatever the case may be. I sincerely mean this. I sincerely stand behind the fact that I was joking, and I sincerely apologize over the fact that people were offended. I'm not a racist. Thank you for your time.
Well, I'm not a crook.
Wow, that has to go down as one of the worst apologies for racism ever.
Hey, where is Sal's first attempt, and then he stops in the middle of it?
Yeah.
That's what I was wanting, too. Bring him in here.
He said he's not coming in. He's very upset by this. Howard, he's been upset all night.
What's going on?
Human Resources said that he should apologize to... He has to come in and apologize to Robin because she's black and other black people.
And he was trying to keep this from you, not in a way like trying to keep it from you, but I think he was just trying to make this go away because he feels really bad about it. But he made some comments yesterday on the wrap-up show.
Bring him in here. Sal, get in here and let's get this over with. You have to apologize to Robin?
Crazy.
What is this about? Tell me what's going on. I don't even know.
What did you do did you do something to me?
Sal, I'm sorry. I saw you yesterday. You were upset. I didn't think it was this big. I mean, you were upset, though, buddy.
But really, Sal, did you do something to me that you should have to apologize?
I don't know. These people are crazy. They've lost their mind.
Apologize to Robin.
About what?
I don't know.
If I could keep my job, I'm sorry that you're black. That's what they want me to say. Exactly. That's the...
Wait a minute. But how could you say to me, you're sorry that I'm black? What kind of thing is that to say?
I don't know. I like to know, too. I don't know what's going... I was on the wrap-up show yesterday. I made a comment about Miss Howard Stern because she drinks, she gets drunk, she has flus. I said, be careful. If you end up like that, you might wake up one day with a half...
Sal, what have you done?
Black kid.
What have you done now? Look at me.
I can't. I don't want to talk about...
Why do you have to apologize to Robin?
I don't know.
First of all, do your apology to her.
Is that what they said, that he has to come on and just apologize?
They made me record
I don't
stuff.
even know what you did.
They made me, Howard, they made me record an apology for the wrap-up show.
What? An apology?
What are you doing to us?
What happened to No More Bullshit?
What did you say?
What happened
to freedom of speech? What happened to censorship?
We're having a good time over here, and then we get calls, and
Look,
you're supposed to be
apologizing. I'm not going to waste time on this. Apologize to Robin.
It's a lynching. I'm sorry, Robin.
A lynching?
About what?
Howard, this is the third time Human Resources called me. They made me sign paperwork. Every fucking move that I make, I'm upstairs. I don't know why
the first
they break
time
my
you jerked off in your
Right,
studio.
I understand.
What happened the second time?
So what did you do now?
I can't talk about the second time. It had to do with somebody on the air.
He just told me about the second time 2 seconds ago.
Oh, my goodness.
So let's not talk about that one.
It's crazy.
Well, do your apology.
And wait, and the second time they found there was nothing wrong. I wasn't guilty. And now this is the third time.
So what now? What is this apology?
Did you speak to the woman from Human Resources?
Yes.
What did she say?
She called me yesterday.
yesterday. I panicked so much. I couldn't even understand what she was saying. She's like, we have to have an emergency meeting, a meeting on ethics, a meeting on morals. We have sponsors who are going to drop us. I go, what is this for?
Let me ask you
something. She goes, because of your racist and lewd comments. I go, about what? She goes, we need an apology right away. We're having and then I handed the phone to Gary. I go, I was shaking.
You mean in the middle of the woman from Human Resources talking to you, you handed off the phone?
I had to. Well, Gary says, come to me from now on. At that moment, I was so scared.
Are you a racist?
What did you say?
Stop it, Howard.
What did you say?
What did you say?
Yeah, explain what happened. I don't even know what the fuck happened.
No. What did you say on the air?
I said, watch it. Miss Howard Stern went flying by. She was waving. She was drinking the Jack Daniels. She was naked. Blah, 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 blah. And we were laughing. I go, you got to be careful, because if you end up drinking like that, you might end up one day waking up with a half-black kid. She has a half-black kid. The kid's half-black. It was just
Sal.
It was a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Sal, just because it's
all. But at the same time, hold on, you're right.
It's all going to come out. So it wasn't. It sounds like it was lighthearted.
No, hold on.
What you said was, God, look at what she's doing. No wonder she ended up with a black kid.
Something like that. But it was a joke. It's a joke that. And if maybe this is the apology to Robin as a black person, I don't know.
So when the Human Resources person called you, did it sound like this?
Hello?
Is this Sal Governelli?
Yes.
Sal Governelli. This is from Human Resources. I've been trying to reach you. You were on the wrap-up show this afternoon on Howard Stern.
Right. You fucking asshole.
You guys,
this is all goof, you douche.
For a day, you've been going on like this, right?
Oh my God! Should let him go way long.
I know. He was out there almost crying, and Howard broke.
Are you
were going to
kidding
go
me?
take this for a long time.
I just was afraid you'd kill yourself.
Oh my God! I was. Oh man! How did this come? How did this happen?
How did what happen?
How did this prank unfold?
Well, you're an idiot, and you said something dumb on the show, and then you run around telling everyone, "Oh no, now Human Resources is going to call you."
I didn't even say that. I just said to Gary. You know, I was concerned. I was only concerned about you. That was it. I said, I hope Howard's not mad at me.
Who's on the phone?
Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie, the limo driver.
Oh, bring him on. Come on, Ronnie.
Okay, here we
go.
Come and get me, Ronnie.
Well, we didn't get to the snippets, but
Ronnie,
this is the guy who wanted to take me on, right? He wanted to get a hold of me. Boy, he hates me.
Ronnie told me not to have you back on the show. Now, Ronnie, why was that?
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a user.
I'm a user, right?
You're a user.
Yeah, I'm a user,
You're
Ronnie.
definitely a
Ronnie,
user.
is your name Ronnie?
That's my name.
So I'm going to get the R right.
Get it right.
I'm a user?
You're a user. You use everybody that's been on his show.
Everybody.
Everybody that's been on his show.
I stole everything from Howard.
I didn't say you stole everything from
Well, what
Howard.
are you saying, Ronnie?
But
Get your facts right. Don't make me dragnet you, dude.
You use everybody that's been on his show, okay? You use
I'm a user.
You use Jessica.
I used Jessica. I love this.
Right. As soon as you were
Her mom dies. He's going, I like to do the thing where, she has sex with Mr. Ed, and I used her.
Okay, you threw him away. You didn't need him anymore.
What are you attacking me now for?
Wait a second. I used Jessica?
That's right.
Ask her what her sales from the Wild Thing poster are, my friend.
But why did you put her in your video?
Because she was the obvious choice, and it was something she jumped up and down to do, and it was brilliant. It was a statement. It was a gang rape fantasy of all the metal rock groups against organized religion. But you wouldn't know that because you're too busy driving a limo.
That's right. That's right.
Don't mess with me, Ronnie.
I'm busy driving a limo.
Great. Well, that's not a bad job, but it is when you try to step out of the limo realm into artistic creator.
You are.
What?
I'm making just as much money as you are.
Well, you may want to, call your accountant and check that.
Yeah, well, you never know.
No, I don't.
Oh, believe me, he is. You should see what I have to pay him.
Yeah.
It's highway robbery.
Don't mess with me, Ronnie. You don't know anything about show business except that, you get called for rides.
Why'd you call the show yesterday?
Why'd I call the show yesterday?
What was the reason you called the show yesterday?
Because I would desperately like to work out the thing with John and Howard.
Rascals, right?
What?
You couldn't sell out your appearance at Rascals, so you called
Rascals, my friend, is a warm-up for the gigs I really have to do, like Atlantic City next weekend.
Right, yeah, here you go again, you see? You see? That's why you came on the show today, because my
Do you think, wait a second, Ronnie, do you think Rascals is the level?
Now, and you're going to come on and badmouth them because they can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm going to come on and badmouth.
That's right.
Yeah.
They made you do it. They made you set him up.
I haven't said any of that. Have I said that?
They made you do it.
Ronnie.
There's Ronnie.
What are you, sucking on exhaust fumes?
No, not at all.
They made me do it. Rascals is my livelihood. Is this what we're talking about here?
You're going to say that they made you set him up, and everything else, and Howard, I didn't really
Ronnie, did you hear the show when I called up and said I made a big mistake? It was my fault. I was out of line. I didn't know it would blow up to be this kind of a crisis. Did you hear that show?
It's part of the routine.
Sam's part of the routine. Part of the routine. Well, you check your tank and see if you need to fill up.
Do you think that Sam is not sincere, Ronnie?
Not at all.
See, because Ronnie, I get into the car, Ronnie starts
They're
working on me.
devout Howard fans. I understand that.
Yeah, I walk into the car and they say
I understand
to me,
that.
You know, because I said, well, wait a second, why wouldn't Sam be sincere? And Ronnie goes, I'm telling you, the guy is not sincere.
Then why didn't I do Z100, which I could do in a second?
Well, yeah, you could do that, but I think it would be bad for your image.
It's not my style, Howard. I didn't cross you.
You don't want teeny boppers showing up at your show.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want.
Showing up at your show.
Yeah, I don't want young girls at my show, no.
They don't have $25
No, I want yuppies that like Neil Young.
They don't have $25 a ticket to show up your shows. Howard fans do.
Ron, do your homework. What are you doing?
I'm doing my homework.
All right, Ronnie, that was
I'm
good.
taking you all in, man.
All right, Ronnie.
Well, you got me, man. I'm down. I'm begging for mercy.
Believe me.
You got me hurt.
There's Ronnie, the limo driver.
Yeah, Ronnie, the I sure know how show business works limo driver.
So anyway, Sam, what
Am I making a fool out of you, Howard?
No. What happened the day? No one's making a fool out of me. What happened the day that you
you missed me? Look at that look. You know you've missed me. You know I never crossed you.
Uh-oh, what's this? Oh, no.
Pat Cooper's
Jessica's on the phone?
Pat Cooper called. Oh, Jessica, if she stopped crying
you want to talk to her?
I feel sorry for her.
Let's put her on.
Is she here? I'll talk to her.
Jessica?
Sam,
Hi, Jessica. How you doing?
Yeah.
What's this? Sam, I didn't make a ton of money on my posters, by the way. I sold 20 posters.
So did you feel used by me?
Yeah.
You do? Well, then I'm sorry that you feel that way. And if you think I took advantage of you, you tell me what you think you have coming, and I'll make it right with you. I'm sorry. If that's what you feel, if you think I took advantage of you and used you.
Why don't you be quiet a minute and let me talk?
Not when you open up with that I used you.
Look, you asked. Hey, hang on, Sam. You're the one who goes on the radio right now and says, oh, I used her. It was a gangbang. She jumped up and down. Your manager called me and begged me while I was at my radio station working. I took time off and flew in there.
Yeah, so did John. So did Billy Idol. So did Motley Crue. So did Rat. So did Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah, right. Sam.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Sam,
I'm sorry. You feel used, and I'm
Sam, why
sorry.
didn't you put their
Then give me a bill, babe.
Sam,
Send me a bill.
Sam, why didn't you put their picture in Rolling Stone then?
I didn't put their picture in Rolling Stone, and I hated that article.
And why did you write that about me in Rolling Stone? Well, I'm
sorry. Maybe I was still a little upset by the 300-pound preacher that has fallen in love with Jessica and calls her 4 and 5 hours a day and is on the phone every day.
Yeah,
Don't start this with me, lady. You would feel like used by me, then you send me a check and I'll mail you a check, all right?
Why don't you just go to hell? Because I want
Well, maybe I'm already there.
No, you are, because I want to tell you.
Well, then fine. If you feel used by me, then you're phony, man.
Oh, Sam, cut it out.
I used you, Jessica. Give me a break. I'm not Jim Baker, babe. Pull that line on somebody else.
By the way, Jim Baker's on 260.
Well, great.
I can just pick that up and...
Yeah, I used her. Yeah, I used her. Give me a break, Jessica. I'm not Hugh Hefner, babe. Nobody got money out of that video. Nobody.
You know,
but you, all right?
Why don't you shut your mouth a minute?
No,
That's
because you're mean to me, man.
No.
That's wrong. That's a wrong attitude for you to have. I've never been mean to you. I've always been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. And I didn't put that story in the National Enquirer. You did.
Oh, I put it in.
Yes, you did, because you're like Roseanne Barr. You like that stuff every week. But don't tell me I used you, babe. I'll give you a check. I'll give you a car, whatever you want. But don't tell me I used you. I put you on the map in the video world. And you weren't even smart enough to parlay it into a movie role and a movie career for yourself like I told you to a year ago at the amphitheater when we talked about it. And if you just say that I used you, then I'm sorry that that's how you perceive me.
Like Jessica wants to say something.
Great. Let's hear your rap.
Why don't you let me tell you something? Why don't you ask Christy Hefner? You didn't put me on the map.
I don't know Christy Hefner.
Yeah, why don't you ask them how many magazines they sold before I even met you?
I'm not connected with Playboy.
Why don't you didn't make me, Sam, and you can't break me. Why don't you just go to hell?
You got me confused with a minister.
No, Sam. Ask Chris Hefner how much magazines
I don't know
he sold.
Chris Hefner.
Yeah, well, why don't you didn't put me on the map with your
So you felt used for doing wild things.
Well, they did sell 6.
So out of the wild thing, you didn't even ask my permission. You didn't even talk to my people about putting a poster out with a guitar that says wild thing in the same outfit.
Hey, I bought that, Sam, for your...
Did you make any money off that?
You were too cheap.
Did you make any money off that, Jessica?
No, you were too cheap to buy.
You know what you're upset about? You're upset about the fact
for my clothes
that...
video. I paid for everything in that
I won't even
video.
go. I respect you too much to go into it.
Yeah, what? And then you open up on the air about me.
No, oh wait, I opened up in the air. Aren't you the one that told Howard that I fell asleep inside of you? I opened up about you. Don't even start it, you cow-faced loser. I'll come after you like you can't believe.
Sam, you want to come after me?
Yeah, no, I don't, man. You got enough preachers on your tail. I didn't use you. I exposed you. I gave you a break.
Break my ass. Get out of here.
Yeah, a Wild Thing poster out, man.
Sam, big deal.
Great. This is a relationship you want. I'm glad glad I didn't call you last 2 days because I've tried.
Yeah, you tried.
Yeah, I did.
Sam, why don't you go back on Current Affair and tell them what?
Because I never been on it. That's your press release route, babe. I don't need that kind of thing.
You went on Inside Edition and
no, I didn't, honey.
You said I put her on the.
Yeah, run it all back, Miss. Sam Kinison fell asleep inside me.
Oh,
did she say that, Howard?
Well, in all fairness.
Yeah, in all fairness, did she say that?
Now wait a second.
Did she say that?
She said it after she felt that you had slighted her, I guess.
Oh, no. Let's run the dates back on this. Jessica, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I tell everybody that you're not like the way you are, and I guess you are the way you are, and I've been wrong.
You're the way you are.
I apologize, Malika. You shouldn't be her friend. She is that way.
I see how many people, Malika, you gotta have an entourage
like your batting average is that you've been a best friend to any lover you've ever had.
Sam,
try again.
Sam, you're not man enough to walk around by yourself. You got to have an entourage of a million people. And I want to tell you something else.
Wait, my girlfriend would like to say something.
I don't want to talk to your girlfriend. Why don't you be a man and just handle this yourself?
I'm right here. Well, you think because your mom died, you're the only one that knows tragedy?
You know, why don't you fucking go to hell? I hate you.
Ouch.
Hold it. All right, okay, listen.
Well, we're certainly spreading the love now.
All right. Well.
Yeah, I'm going to take that, man.
I know.
Sam, why don't you just grow up? I hate you.
All right.
Well, is that why you call me? Don't expect me to be a friend when you attack me like this, man.
Yeah,
I had a small amount of compassion that was absolutely wasted, I guess, on your condition.
Sam,
because I know what it's like to have a loved one. I know what it's like to have Howard make fun of it the same day.
Sam, let me tell you, he didn't make fun of it. I didn't
yes,
see any
he did.
flowers at the funeral from you.
Great. Well, that's because I'm a little busy and I was trying to get to it, man.
Yeah, you're a little busy. You've been busy.
I'm not going to explain it to you after you attack me.
You were busy for the last year.
Yeah, Jessica,
called.
whatever.
Yeah, you never.
Whatever.
Your producer called.
I used you. I love that one. Well,
Marty called.
Sever it,
You
babe.
never called.
I don't have a producer named Marty.
You. Don't give me this
Sever
crap
it. Go ahead and sever it.
You feel bad about my mother.
Sever it.
And don't you dare
I never
use
met
my
your mother.
I never
met your mother.
brother.
And you didn't know my brother. And neither did Howard.
Him, no.
And he didn't know that I tried to save him for 2 years and I put him in rehab and that he blew his brains out. And it's not a joke, man. And when Mitchell called up and said, you better watch your mouth because you have to look behind you, Howard, he wasn't threatening you. He loves me so much. He knew Kevin for 10 years. To tell you, man, you don't joke about that, man. Joke about Pat Cooper's family. Joke about Regis Philbin's son with the flipper feet, man. But not my little brother Kevin that I tried to save.
All right. Why don't we?
No, this is the radio you love. Why don't we talk about cars saving and stuff? And
right.
Let's go to insurance deal.
What'd you say, Robin?
Can we take a poll as to whether we can get? Never mind.
Get what?
I used Jessica. Great, Jessica.
Oh dear.
Well, first we'll address Jessica and Sam. Then we'll talk about your brother.
I never used her. If she thinks I did, then send a bill to my management and we'll reimburse.
Sam, you're the one that's been going on TV and saying.
Really? I'm waiting to hear this.
Can I finish a sentence?
No, not when you tell Howard I fell asleep in you.
Oh,
and
Sam,
a National Enquirer story comes out that we talk to each other 4 or 5 hours a day, and I weigh 300 pounds, and I'm madly in love with you.
Sam,
what do you expect from my side of it, man?
Sam, let me talk.
Howard, did she say I fell asleep in her?
Howard, this is his way of getting things done. He talks over people. It wasn't the New York Times that printed this story. It was the Enquirer. Give me a break.
All right, listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Did you get a check from the store?
Did I get a check from the story? You know, Sam, I swear to God.
Jessica,
will he still talk to you? Will he take your calls?
You are such a wimp. You go on stage and you talk about you're such a wimp. You can't.
I am.
You
I'm
have
just
to have
so afraid of
entourage.
you.
Why don't you walk in the studio by yourself for a change?
Because I don't like to be without women that really love me.
Yes, Sam. Women who really you wouldn't appreciate a woman if
like you have had a steady relationship in your life at any time.
Oh, why don't you go to hell? Stop it.
Oh,
Listen.
Up with a better line.
At this point, we have to stop because Fred is crying in the corner.
Why don't I go to hell?
He goes on.
Why don't I go to hell?
You go on TV and say.
She's not experienced in. Arguing or
she's like Leslie West. She's like Leslie West. Leslie West is the only one that wanted money out of Lenny Bruce's mother's benefit, which I had to put another $68,000, Robin, by the way, out of my own pocket to make sure it was $100,000 to her. And Leslie West, for him to call up that day and go, I tell you, Sam's out of it. Sam's out. Well, he's out of it, man, because I put $100,000 of my own money. Everybody's like Lenny Bruce. Nobody does anything for that woman, man. I gave her $100,000, and I'm paying the taxes on it for her. So I have to take crap from Leslie West or anybody else or any comic.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so, Jessica.
On that high note,
what? He goes on
I'm
TV.
glad this went down. I don't feel bad about not calling her now.
Oh, Sam, you wouldn't have called me. You haven't called me in a year and a half.
Did I want to call her?
Oh, cut it out. You haven't called me in a year. What, you have to ask your girlfriend? You can't think for yourself?
All right, listen, Jessica. This
We're
is
not
a very
getting
emotional.
anywhere with this conversation.
He goes on TV and says, I put her on a plane just like Jim Baker did. I used it, and then you said this, I have it on tape. I used it, and then I put it right back on a plane. Just
That's
like
all right.
all
I
the
have
others.
you saying I fell asleep inside
Oh,
it.
cut the crap, Sam.
Well, I don't think I can.
Listen, this ain't the Pat Cooper rerun, babe. But it is your style.
I don't think that we can get this
But
together.
if I set you up, it's not. You
I
know,
don't
it's a
wanna
big
get it together,
tragedy.
Howard. All I want
If I
to
set you up with Bon Jovi, that's like, how could you do that, Howard? But you can let me walk in here and deal with this, right? That's all right. That's okay. It's okay for you to make fun of my brother's suicide, man. And if it wasn't you, Howard, if anybody else, brother, we'd have a whole different scene happening there.
All right.
Yeah,
All right,
trust
listen.
me,
Okay.
babe.
All right. Okay. All right. Listen, this is not working out very well.
No, not at all. It's not working out very well.
Howard, all I did was call because he
Yeah,
just saw me there.
do another Mr. Ed routine, babe, while your mom's dying.
Oh,
all right?
shut up. Sam, I did that before.
No. Come on.
You want to play?
No.
Come on.
All right. Listen, Jessica, thanks for calling.
Be funny, man. Come on, Howard.
Well, let's not deal with this.
Well, are we making up or what?
I thought we were making up.
Yeah, well, that was real nice. That was a good way to start.
I didn't think that she would get that. I didn't think
I
you
had
guys
no
would-
idea
Yeah,
what
hey,
you
if I
wanted.
used her, man.
All right, but that's her
You know,
feeling.
then I guess I should give everybody a check. Everybody did that for free. That's all.
This was Gary. How many years ago?
This is 11 years ago.
All right.
1988.
His girlfriend broke up with him. He was walking around the radio station like a douchebag.
Moping.
I goofed on him.
Okay, 11 years ago, but 7 months after the dumping.
Right. He wanted her back.
Months after.
7 months.
Right. He was in love.
And I gotta look away.
All right, here we go.
Hello. Guess who? I bet you're a little surprised by this, and you'll have to excuse me because I lost my voice on Friday. It's Tuesday at 12:28 in the afternoon. I came home early from work today because I wasn't feeling that good, and I wanted to get it out to you. Well, first of all, as you might have noticed, I bought a new video camera a couple days ago, and I'm trying it out. So that's what this was all about. I've had a lot of things I wanted to say to you, which I think I should be saying to you in person, but getting an audience with you seems to be difficult. I could have wrote them to you in a letter, but I don't. These are things.
That's like such a put down, getting an audience with you.
Oh, I'm so angry in
She's
this.
a queen. Audience with you.
Oh, I really am like angry in this.
And meanwhile, you were the guy cheating.
He's definitely got an audience now.
You got an audience now. Getting an audience with you.
To understand some of these things, which is why. Let's make it a little bit boring because, you know, when you don't have somebody to talk to, you kind of have to do it all by yourself. So it's why I'm sending you this videotape. Hey, guess what? You haven't seen me in 7 months. This is what I look like now. My Atlantic Records T-shirt. My hair's a lot longer, but I just came in out of the rain. Well, let's start with the thing that kind of prompted this whole thing. Last Friday night, I felt like the biggest idiot in the history of the world. And I was pretty hurt. I got to tell you, I was pretty hurt. Now, I'm sure that wasn't your intention. If you don't know what I'm talking about Frank drove me back from the city, and we went over to his house, and I had to sit in the car while you were upstairs, and I felt like a schmuck, Nance. I felt like a real dick. You know, Frank's like, well, I'll drop you off at Vinny's, because Nancy really doesn't want to see Marianne, says it's not a good idea if I bring you back here. She doesn't want to see you. So then Frank was feeling he was a little bit late. He goes, well, I might miss Marianne, so we're going to drive back, but why don't you just wait in the car? And you know, we're a little civilized here, don't you think? I mean, do you really think... and what's that all about, man? That kind of hurt a lot. In a way, it makes me feel good because it tells me something. If you didn't still care about me, you'd see me. You wouldn't be afraid to see me if you still cared about me. And I think you still do care about me. I think you still care about me a lot. And I was telling Frank how much I missed you, how I knew I was wrong. And I started to tell him a lot of things that I'm about to tell you. And Frank said, well, do you think she knows that? And I said, well, yeah, I've tried to tell her. And he goes, well, are you sure she knows it? So you know what? I'm not sure that you know it. And now I'm going to put it down for you on videotape. So these are forever, man. You know, you'll always have these to hold against me one way or another.
We will.
Okay.
Let me start out. I feel like I'm asking your father.
Now, Howard will never get a hold of this, will he?
Marry you. I want to lay out my intentions. I want to lay out what I want. What I want from you. Well, obviously, I want to go back out with you again. That goes without saying. But I mean, there's got to be more to it than that. The first thing that I want is I want a commitment. I want to give a commitment, and I want to have a commitment. I want to be your boyfriend. I want you to be my girlfriend. I'd dump everybody I was going out with in a second if you said you'd go back with me, and it would be just me and you. I want to make that clear. If it hasn't been clear, I'm making it clear now. I want to do things for you. I know I was kind of insensitive before, and I can say I was sorry, but I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. What's done is done, and I can't change what's behind me. There's a lot of reasons, or there's a lot of excuses why I acted that way, but there are no reasons. But the point is, that's behind me. I want to do a lot of the things that we said we were going to do and never got to do.
Fix my teeth.
The other part of this intentions thing is, I've been saying I've been marriage-minded for a really long time. I mean, you know how I feel about that. And I'm not asking you to marry me, certainly not by videotape, and certainly not tomorrow in person. But I would like to think that somewhere off in the distant future would be, the possibility of marriage. I'm trying to make lighthearted of a serious subject. Yeah, I don't want to be running. I don't want to be running around anymore. I mean, I'm kind of repeating things I've told you in different conversations over the last couple of months, but I don't want to be running around anymore. I do want to get married, and yeah, I could see myself marrying you. Especially if you were interested in marrying me back. But at least I have something like that in mind, that I'm not just bullshitting you, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Nothing's been the same since you left, and I won't even try to hide that. None of the relationships have worked because of you. I miss you, man. I mean, I don't know how else to say.
I miss you, man.
I lost my lover, and I lost my best friend.
I lost my lover, I lost my friend, and I lost my toothbrush.
And you lost your lover, and you lost your best friend. Okay, so that part's pretty even. But you gained a lover, and you gained a best friend. I gained a couple of lovers, or I gained one lover. But I gained no friends. There's nobody there to come home to call, and to tell all the great stuff. And like right now, I feel my professional life is like at a 9, and my personal life is at like a 2. I always thought that that they were kind of even. Like I wasn't really happy professionally. I didn't really have everything I wanted personally. Now I really feel great about the way work is going. And of course, my curse on that is to have no one to share it with. I don't know if you're happy right now where you are. I mean, I hear stuff through the grapevine. I don't, everybody seems, I got to tell you, this is what people tell me. They think that you're happy. They think that you're content, but they don't know if you're really, really happy. I don't know what else to say. I think we could be good together. Please think about it.
Standing ovation.
All right, here he is, Steve Langford. He's going to tell us what's going on in the Howard 100 newsroom. Steve, please give us an update.
Steve Langford has a huge penis.
And I guess Eric will be yelling at him.
Oh, Eric the Midget has a problem with you.
And in fact, our lead story today. Howard 100 News to the rescue. Eric the Midget's abortive appearance at a WNBA game in Sacramento July 10th saved. After this news division broke the story yesterday, Eric the Midget's meet and greet autograph session had been canceled when no one bought a ticket to the special event. But thanks to Howard 100 News, in the space of a few hours yesterday, more than 50 fans reportedly bought tickets to meet Eric the Midget.
So, Eric, I guess you're not so mad at Steve. He saved your appearance.
Shut the fuck up. You are not the reasoning for the ticket sales, you egotistical asswipe. The tickets got sold because finally the emails that I sent out to the people that go to this room got answered. The people finally bought the damn tickets. They didn't get bought because of your stupid fucking ass. Go the fuck back up to Canada, you worthless piece of shit.
All right. How do you respond to that, Steve? Do you think you still stand by your story?
Yeah, I mean, the facts of the matter are that we did the story. He had sold 0 tickets. 0.
Right.
And we did the story. They sold more than 50. The guy at the Sacramento Monarchs told us about it. Johnny Fratto is thanking us.
Right.
The facts are clear.
Facts are clear, Eric.
There are no facts to that story.
No one likes you.
Shut the fuck up, fat boy.
Is that why he's calling? Because he's mad because he sold tickets?
Nobody likes you, little man.
Yeah, check the email box again. There probably, more than likely, is a hell of a lot.
No need to check the email box. You're hated by everyone.
Well, Eric, I don't know. If I was you, I wouldn't care why you sold the tickets. The fact that you sold 50 tickets is...
Yes.
I can't even believe 50 tickets is enough to make an event happen. I mean, Eric, I wouldn't be too busy crowing about the 50 tickets. 50 tickets.
Where's the event? In a lobby?
No, fat ass.
How dare you? You head of shit.
Well, let me tell you something, Eric. I'm happy for you. You got your appearance. I don't know why you're taking such umbrage with Steve Langford.
Steve Langford sells tickets. I've used him several times. Detroit, Cleveland.
There you go.
The fella comes through.
He is not the reasoning for that at all.
You think you're the reason?
They finally sold because of the emails that I sent out weeks ago. I've had the link on my MySpace page for weeks.
Well, and yesterday morning, before we did the story, number of tickets sold by Eric the Midget, 0.
The story yesterday must have had some effect, Eric, if you had it on your MySpace page, your friend book page, or whatever fucking page you have. And then all of a sudden Steve does the story and you get 50 ticket sales.
It's also been on the JFSC.TV website.
Well, they're
as
even more the reason.
0.0.
0.0.
0.0.
The tickets did not sell because of that Canadian
Eric.
dump.
Now, I want you to tell the other two what I'm about to tell you now. You're out, through, expelled in favor.
Can I say something here, Eric? I think
0.0.
I think you're being a little unreasonable here. If you had this ticket listed on all of these various things, JFSC, everywhere else, and you sold 0.0, as the gentleman is saying. If you sold 0,
warmer.
and then all of a sudden Steve does the story in
0.0.
Brad, shut up with that button.
And then all of a sudden, now you're selling tickets. Certainly, you must give Steve the credit.
Really?
Stop being ungentlemanly.
He's helping you.
Every week there's a new example of you acting like a shithead boob.
Really?
I'm not giving that shithead credit for shit.
Well,
Even if he deserves it, is what
I think you're making a mistake. I don't think that's fair to Steve.
Him covering the story helped you.
Really?
I hate Langford. I want you to fire his dumb, shitty ass.
Why? Because he has a huge penis?
Right.
Well, why do you hate Steve? I mean,
helped you.
He's helping you.
0.0.
Are you saying you don't want any help?
Fred, you push that button one more time. I'm going to fly to New York and break all your faces.
What?
0.0.
I'll meet you at JFK.
What did you say, Eric? I missed it.
I am sick of you hitting those sound buttons, you
0.0.
Eric, I didn't even...
Eric, what did you say? You're going to fly to New York and do what?
Break all Fred's fingers so he can't hit this button.
I've never seen you so angry.
It's like you were possessed.
Yeah. It was really like when Linda Blair went berserk.
Mr. Blutarski. 0.0. Now I want you to tell Johnny Fratto what I'm about to tell you now. You're out, through at the Stern channels. I want you off the JFSC by 9 o'clock Monday morning.
Steve, are you sure before your story not one ticket sold?
This is according to the Sacramento Monarchs.
Wow.
When did the tickets sell, Steve?
After we went on the air yesterday with this.
Ah, so you sold the
Dumbass
tickets.
sort of coincidence.
What?
Coincidence?
That's an extraordinary lack of success, Eric. We've seen losers on this show, but Maron.
You are a loser's loser.
Yeah.
0.0.
Howard Stern, Howard Stern, Howard Stern, Howard
Xin chào tất cả mọi người, và hôm nay bên em lại về một chiếc Hyundai Accent, chiếc xe sản xuất 2018, bản 1.4 số tự động. Xe này phiên bản màu đỏ và là bản cao cấp, vì vậy là nó có full option, cửa sổ trời này, tay lắm cửa mạ chrome, tất cả mọi thứ từ ngoại thất đến nội thất là full. Con này báo một mức giá rất là rẻ thôi, giá này thì cực kỳ là dễ mua luôn. Và bây giờ thì trước khi mà em báo giá thì em sẽ quay tổng thể chiếc xe và xem nó có những cái vấn đề gì. Xe này thì các bạn có thể thấy là
Thank you.